We're just getting started because I was late today. These are actually beats. Those are actually beats that are submitted to me. So, hey David over at Periscope. So in a couple of minutes, I'm actually gonna hit record for this podcast. Let me see. Oh man, I have so much stuff to cover today. Just a lot of stuff to talk about. All right. This is a Travis Scott type XXXTentacion beat that someone sent me. You know, I'm feeling it. I like it. David over at Periscope is funny. All right, we're gonna do the show drop. Give me 1 minute, because I got all these little tools and stuff. All right. Yeah, I had to shut that down. Okay, let me make sure my lighting is good. We got a good episode today. Let me see. Now I look like a ghost now. Hold on. All right. I like my lighting a certain way so I don't look pale. Okay. So we're gonna do the Minx drop, and we're gonna record this podcast. All right, here we go. You are now tuned in to New York's very own Minx Couture. All the opinions and views expressed on this show are from mine and mine only. I take responsibility for everything I say. And if you're gonna be all up in your feelings, then this is not the platform for you, because this is the Minx Show. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to the Minx Show. So much to cover, so much to talk about. Hold on, let me just fix it. Okay, that's a little better. Okay. Well, it is the day after Thanksgiving. This is episode 10. I am beyond excited because I didn't think my podcast would actually get this far. Hold on, let me lower this light a little bit, because again, like I said, I don't like to look like a ghost. Okay, that's just making it bright. Okay, there we go. That's better. So yes, it is the day after Thanksgiving. It is Black Friday. And I didn't really have like a lot of intentions of doing a podcast the day after Black Friday, but there was so much, new music that dropped. And hold on, my little one, hold on. Oh. Anywho. Oh yeah, I know. Hold on one second. Okay. She lost her bubble. More of a reason as to why I'm excited about moving to our new location in the Bronx. But it's the day after Black Friday. It's the Black Friday, day after Thanksgiving. I hope everybody was able to spend time with their family and just be able to, enjoy these times. We never know what's going to happen. Why has it got to be Black Friday? I don't know why. I don't know why it's got to be Black Friday, but I think it has to do with shopping or something. I didn't really do much shopping today. I did mostly promotion. As you guys saw when we were coming into the show, I was actually promoting for an artist earlier. And we're going to actually feature his video later. But his name is G Taylor. He's from Virginia. And I basically did a nice little I wouldn't say expose, but I kind of put together a nice little package for him, which I like to showcase to any artist that's interested in being featured on the website, you know, we do have a lot of different people that are visiting the site. You know, I care a lot about analytics, like I always say, and just so far so good for a new website. You know, I just got my invoice today. They totally de-blocked my bank account. They were like, it may be Black Friday, but you got to pay for your website today. So there's that. I had to pay that fee, but that's fine. So basically, we're gonna get started. We're gonna play his video and talk more about G Taylor towards the end, but he is a rapper, he's a singer, he is a producer. Hello Don, over on Facebook. But he's a rapper, he's a producer. You know, he just dropped this video and it is our Minx Radio exclusive. And you know, he reached out to us and I was so excited because he is my first out of town client. So to be able to be blessed, you know, in being some sort of footprint in his, let's just say, when all of us as artists, we have to put together an EPK, I get to be on the EPK, like, oh, I was featured on minxradio.com, you know, and that's a very big thing for me. So we're definitely going to talk about that in a little while, but I have some things to talk about regarding promotion, because that's like the main thing that's important to me, and I like to talk to artists about it. So we're gonna head over there to promotion land. Just give me 1 minute. All right, so first of all, I want to thank everyone that's giving me a shout out on my website. You know, that's very important. You know, I don't care what anyone says. I always look for comments and reviews, or, you know, when I visit a website, I want to be able to feel like, you know, I'm not wasting my time. So we're going to go into the app window right here. Okay, boom. Now, as you see, this is the feature on the website, which is beautiful, you know. So if you go to minxradio.com on your own time and you want to check out the video again, thank you. Like I said, exclusive, G Taylor drops a new Black Friday banger called Picking Up. You know, the official video is on the website, and you know, it's just great. You know, I'm happy to be a part of, you know, his movement. And that was one of the things that I recently added, because one of the things that I would definitely say is that the website, you know, besides designing it and everything like that, as you guys can see, let me go back here. You know, it's a work in progress, you know. As you see, we're actually live on my website. So if you can't watch it on whatever platform you're on, you know, you can definitely watch the Minx Show on minxradio.com now. So round of applause. As always, you can donate via Cash App. Okay, so this is the website. So first thing, BuzzFeed. For all you new and up and coming artists, I found a really interesting article, and it was called 10 Freebies for Musicians in 2018. And the thing that's important about being a musician is, of course, not a lot of us have money, but it's important when we're able to find the different availabilities of particular programs that can actually help us flourish as artists. So these were a couple of nice, you know, little, what's the word, life hacks, artist life hacks. So they just go down the list of free downloadable audio software, which is Audacity. I know a lot of artists have been using Audacity lately. Hey, what's up, King Solo over at Facebook? Again, free web audio software. That was another thing I liked. free beats. You got a website called freebeats.io. So if you're an artist and you're really trying to break out and you cannot find affordable beats, you can check out freebeats.io, or hit me up. I do give away freebies, but it's for the right artist. And if I do give away a freebie, 95% of the time it's like an exclusive and people think that I'm crazy. But I believe that every artist is different. And, if I really like an artist, I mean, I should be rich by now because I've been doing exclusives for artists. I was about to say, or contact you. See, King Solo knows. She knows. All right. Free music education. Even the most talented musicians can't do it all right away. Online courses. So again, another freebie. Image editor. If you can't afford a graphic artist and you're trying to get a decent mixtape, you got a decent phone, it takes decent pictures, you can be creative. Free SoundCloud plays. Again, I did a feature on one of the SoundCloud plays that programs that I'm using, like a software that I'm using. As you see, 3 of my songs, 10K, and I only invested $15 of my money. So check back on the last couple of podcasts. This way you guys could see that the software does work. I actually did a run through with Repost Exchange. I actually did, the moment that I purchased. Shout outs to the Minx Show. Shout outs for, I'm gonna get it wrong again. 805, live from the 805, tuning in with us. Thank you. So like I said, I did a tutorial on how to use this software, and again, 10K plays on my SoundCloud. Oh yes, I must have you to get on my track, haha. Anyway, people need to listen and network with you. I tell you, King, she said, yeah, I got it. See, I keep saying 305 and I'm like, no, it's an 8. It's an 8, but I got it. So shout out to, and I always say, I look at live from 805 as like my sister station. So that's my sister station. So again, if you have SoundCloud and you're monetizing your SoundCloud, you need to be on these apps. Okay, so again, check out this website. I'm going to be featuring it on minxradio.com, so you can take a look at it yourself. Again, it was a cute little article I found on BuzzFeed. Little freebies that you can do to get yourself, out there. Free social media promotion. So that's the thing that's important, So I'm gonna feature this on the website. It's very important. So again, 10 freebies for musicians in 2018. For all you Spotify people, it turns out that Mexico City has more Spotify listeners than London, New York, or Paris. And I wanted to tell you guys about a little life hack that I did. And you guys are going to be like, Minx, you're crazy. Why would you do that? Listen, I don't care what anyone says. People need to stop promoting to people that don't give a shit about what they're doing. Hear me out. Stop promoting to people that don't give a shit about whatever business you're in or whatever you do. Just, it's a waste of time, and you're gonna get angry and you're gonna be like, they don't support me, why should I support them? It doesn't work that way. You're getting so worked out over people that are just gonna kiss your ass in the end. So don't try to push that issue, because you're going to enjoy, the ass kissing in the end. So just hear me out. So I think one place, that I figured, I said, there's a lot of people that are listening to hip hop music and, it's overseas. You have to start promoting overseas, outside of your immediate area, because if your local people don't support you, the only way you're going to make them support you is when you have your other people from different cities and different countries screaming your name. Okay, so I actually started promoting my music overseas in, I think it was China. And they literally have their own version of Twitter. And, you know, it took a decent translator program, but, you know, I made it happen. And I began promoting my music. And the thing that people have to understand too is that when you're promoting to other countries, you have to look at their guidelines, because even when you upload your music through DistroKid or Reverb Nation or wherever your distribution is, they ask you, is your music explicit? And you have to be honest about it. You know, what is explicit? You know, is it saying shit? Is it saying ass? Or is it saying pussy? Or you know, you don't know that. So artists really have to start making two versions of their songs, one that's clean and one that is, you know, explicit, and promote both of them. But the one that's clean is the one you want to push harder, because that's the one that's going to be able to break the barriers of countries that do not allow explicit music. So you have to be real careful when you want to be cursing up a storm and talking about shooting and killing people and all that stuff. But anywho, again, like I said, Mexico City has more Spotify listeners than London, New York, or Paris. So where should you be promoting? Ding ding. Mexico City. I'm not saying that you're going to get 100% like plays, but they you know, these are people that actually, you see these Spotify cards. I didn't even know they had Spotify cards. But, you know, these are the people that listen to Adele and Metallica, Harry Styles, Radiohead, you know, Bruno Mars, Madonna. But they have 22 million residents. And to have 22 million residents and to be able to reach out to that market, it's very important. It's very, very important. So that's like very good to read. This is another good read, like I said. I'm going to post that on my website. Hold on, what does it say? Spotify launches global database for women working in music. Ooh, that's next episode. So that's that. The next thing I wanted to point out. Again, promotion. You know, there is no other podcast out here that's going to tell you how to better promote yourself. But I will show you all the little tidbits. Repost your track to 10,000 real SoundCloud followers. So here's the thing. And yes, that says $9. Here's the thing. Why do they push, like they're always pushing SoundCloud? You know, you spend all your money for distribution with DistroKid and, you know, Song Trader and, you know, all these other distribution places. Why do they only have, like, every artist that I think has blown up, like, on that side of mumble rap, they came from SoundCloud. So should we really be promoting heavy on SoundCloud? Because I myself, I've never actually sat down and looked at SoundCloud like that. I've never sat and looked at it. Again, you know, I recently found out about how you can put in your ISRC codes and your information so that, you know, Nielsen, SoundScan, and ASCAP can take your paper. I recently found out about that. But I say that as a broad spectrum, the fact that you have celebrities and people that have like record deals are on SoundCloud and surpassing the little man. And I've always had a quip about that. Like, you know, you have a record deal. Why the fuck are you on SoundCloud? Why are you stealing the limelight for the little man that uses this platform to get their song out there? That's just my thoughts. I mean, I could be wrong. Oh well. But if you are an artist that does use SoundCloud, you can repost your track to 10,000 real SoundCloud followers. And why do I specify real? Because they're cracking down, like I say every week, they're cracking down on people that are buying their plays, buying their followers. So, and most of these people are bots. So I always say all the time, you know, if I'm going to use a promotion service, which I do, I use a lot of promotion services for my music, and I've been using my music and all my talents as a example. So I'm setting example for the artists that are tuning in and the people that are interested in the podcast and what I have to offer for it. Would you take advice from someone that didn't do it themselves? No, you wouldn't. If I can tell an artist, hey, look, I spent $30 on service to be placed on, this is a true story. I paid $30, because remember what I said? I said each month I set aside $50 for promotion. $50. It's not a lot of money. If you take your $50 and you use what you can, you know, if you want to spend the broad $50 on promotion, you don't spend another dime. You work on that promotion. So again, I spent $30 to be placed on 3 different Spotify playlists. And you guys know I can't stand Spotify for the life of me. But, you know, my distribution company distributes my music to SoundCloud. I keep saying SoundCloud, to Spotify. So I paid the $30 and I wait. I get an email. They're like, your song's been accepted. So I'm like, oh my God, yes. I look, it's been accepted, but not for this list. And, you know, the song that I was using, I figured would be perfect for workout, maybe for a run. You know, I know if I work out or I run, you know, I kind of want to listen to something mellow. You know, I don't really need anything crazy. So I submitted Can't Help It. And they sat there and they like busted my balls. They kept saying, oh, well, maybe not this playlist, but another. I'm like, wait a minute, I paid you fucking $30. If you can't find a suitable playlist for my song, then give me back my fucking money. Period. They're like, oh, we're working avidly. No, give me back my money then. And I do plan on putting this company on blast. Don't. But I'm giving them. What did you use to set that up? What do you mean? Oh, this is G Taylor on Periscope. So you guys have to really be careful when you're using these different promotional platforms. Again, like I said, this is for generic, you know, real followers. Like, these people are supposed to really engage with you. From my own experience, the only real followers, things that, you know, as far as my music is concerned, I've never had a problem with repost exchange. I will pay $50 for that. Okay, so again, this will be on my website. You can check that out. Okay. Now, I know, just like everybody else knows, if you are an artist that is tuned in, I am tired of people hitting me in my inbox and trying to sell me some bullshit dream when you have these people that don't even have 5 followers. I'm like, you gonna get you. Okay, so you're hitting me up. Hold on, my car. See, this is why I hate the Bronx, because people drive around like they have no sense, and they set off all these car alarms because, you know, these guys with small dicks, you know, they gotta be, oh, my engine is louder, and they wake up everybody on the block. Anywho, this was a person that sent me this email called leavethelabeldatabase.com. Now, again, if you're an artist and you don't mind investing more than $50 into yourself per month, you know, you can get databases of emails and PR contacts, and, you know, this is only good if you have a press kit. If you have something that is packaged, sealed, professional, you have a bio done, you know, you have professional photos done, then you get to this. When these people contact you off of an Instagram duck face selfie and they're like, listen, I have the holy grail of information. Dude, you're trying to charge me $250 for some shit I can get for free. I'll tell you right now. I will pull it up to you. It's called indieonthemove.com. Right? You sign up. I think I have an account with them. Yes, I do. You sign up. Boom. Boom. Classified ads. You can find all the shows in your area. You know, you can find out, you know, what's popping. You can get email alerts that I'm always posting up on my Instagram for Minx Radio. You can connect with other artists and stuff. So don't let these people try to sell you databases. You can get this shit for free. Okay. And furthermore, if you're really trying to put out your music like that, you can send out your music to colleges, universities, college radio. You know, you can do all of that. Don't let these people inbox you. This guy just drove back around again. Don't let these people try to con you into thinking that they're the only people that have a fucking database. You can get it for free. If you are interested in the information, again, you can always hit me up and say, hey Minx, I was watching that episode and you know, I forgot what it was. I will walk you through it, and it is location based. So if you live in Kentucky, you're only going to get information on Kentucky. If you are traveling or trying to plan a tour, that's even better because you can type in your cities. You can look up and say, okay, I'm going to go start from the East Coast or the West Coast, and they will show you every event that is happening within the next 90 days. Free information, people. Okay, this one is called, this one right here, music blogs that want your music. I'm just breezing right through all these websites, guys, because I find things, I'm like, I want to talk about it on this specific episode because this first season of the Minx Show is actually coming to an end until season 2. So people, you know, you have music. A lot of you have the content, and now you're sitting back and saying to yourself, nothing is sticking. Nothing is happening. What do you do in a situation like that? I tell artists all the time that come to me and they ask me for help. First thing I ask them is, how many songs do you have? They're like, I got like 30, you know, chest poked out. I got 30 songs. That's nothing to be proud of. You have 30 songs. Congratulations. What is sticking? This is tough love, Minx. This is the tough love part that nobody wants to tell you new artists about. In a residential area, nonetheless. I'm one of those people that actually write to the city, and I'm going to actually request that they put a stop sign. I'm going to just be one of those bushy motherfuckers. I'm sorry, guys. That just really makes me upset. What was I saying? Oh, yes. When you have so much material and you are an artist, it's almost like being a drug dealer. Why do you have so much drugs and no one is buying it? Why do you have so much drugs and people are just like, I'm going to go to the other guy down the block? You know, it's all about cracking that code. And when you crack the code, you have to figure out a game plan for yourself. Like, this is the methods that are working for me. I did my music for this album, and I'm taking you guys step by step because I want you guys to understand, because all my other mixtapes and stuff, I'm just throwing that in the garbage. I mean, not literally, but I'm just putting those mixtapes on the back burner because now forget those songs. You have to worry about now. So I said I was going to put out an 8-track album. And with this 8-track album, I was going to put my all into it. And I'm going to push that album harder than I did the others. Because the others, I wasn't really confident enough to push it out because I was like, oh my God, I have no features and it's just me and I made all the beats, and what if some of the beats are whack? And this album was straight up confidence. So I recorded the music. It's almost done. I was supposed to release it last month. It just didn't happen. And you got to be realistic about it. You can't push these things. Just like you have a celebrity, you know, that's going to push out an album and they keep pushing it back. Oh, maybe the month after that, or maybe the month after that. And then the fans start getting tight. Like, yo, do you want shit on the plate, or do you want shit on a bow, or do you want a decent put together album? So that's what I did. So I started talking to bloggers, believe it or not. When you talk to a blogger, you know, they can have maybe 100 people subscribe to that blog, but it's a music blog. Everyone likes to feel important. I know my publication is still small, but whenever someone comes to me and says, you know, Minx, you got something, you know, I really want to be a part of that. You know, you never know. You never know what can happen. So this is a list of all blogs that gear towards independent artists. You know, some you might have to pay a little, you know. Again, artists, you have to stop being afraid to pay for shit. And I keep telling you guys, when you pay for your this is your business. Your music is your business. Why would you not want to invest money? You know, it's not just about making a music video, and it's not just about having a decent album cover, and it's not just about you have to invest in your business. You are selling yourself and your talent and your music. So invest. Even if a blogger doesn't, if they charge an enormous amount of money, you know, just throw them $10 or something. Look, this is all I got, man. I was flipping burgers all week so I can get a decent mix. You know, can you please, like, give me a corner? Just give me a corner. Give me a piece. So this is dittomusic.com, you know, whole lot of blogs. This is not even halfway through. Look at all these. This is all opportunity. You have to take opportunities, guys. Reach out to these hip hop blogs. If you do hip hop, reach out to if you're an R&B singer, you are like really needed right now. So you're gonna have to find some decent R&B blogs that, you know, are looking, you know, like myself. I'm looking for R&B artists all the time. I'm like, do you sing? Please tell me you sing. You know? We're gonna go into the next segment, which is it's about Iggy Azalea. And you know what? I like Iggy Azalea. I just, you know, I just don't like, you know, I just don't like how she stepped away and now she's just a sex pot. You know, the twerking and, you know, you're supposed to be rapping. Where's the music? You know, this is what I was thinking. Like, where's the music? Here's what happens. So you have people that really believe that getting a record deal is the wave. I keep trying to tell people, when you are independent, that means you call the shots. You are in charge of your own destiny. You don't have to answer to nobody. So It says Iggy Azalea is now an unsigned artist. And there was one thing she said in this publication that really made me want to think. She says, now I'm free to release whatever kind of music I like, whenever I'd like. Woo. And then she says, wow, you spend so long trying to get in a record deal. Never thought I'd be so elated to get out of one. So when I argue with these idiots online, and I do waste my time arguing with motherfuckers, I don't know why. The first thing they want to say to a person that is an aspiring artist is that they are a failed. You ain't signed. And I just want to just like grab them by the neck and say, do you know this is not how any of this shit works, bruh? It don't work like that. You think people are going to come to you and they're going to hand you a contract and they're going to say, here's $150 trillion billion and you're going to be super, super famous and selling out world tours. And I told you guys last week, Beyonce and Kanye was proved that they were buying streams. So if you don't know how the music business works, then you shouldn't even be trying to get into the music business. Why would you work at a job and not research the job? I mean, this is what it is. If I was going to work somewhere for the next 10, 15 years of my life, I'm not going to sit there and just start working there. I want to know who works there, how long, how did they, how were they treated? What were the hours like? Was anybody, funny? Was there sexual harassment? Is there a history of sexual harassment? Is there a history of fights? Did anybody come in here try to shoot the place up? Like this is the little things that you would find out about a job. So wouldn't you want to find out about your label? Anyone that tries to sign a deal with you, you got to understand, you will sign away your rights to things. So when you have celebrities that get kicked and dropped from, their labels and, they're just so happy because you are not you. You don't have creative control. When you are independent, you can do what Kanye did, the poopity scoopity whoopity whoop and freaking throw that shit out. Now, I can guarantee if he was signed to a major label, they would have said, Mr. West, I don't think that poopity scoopity whoopity shit's going to sell. So we're going to put you onto another thing. So I would tell you myself, I do not want a record deal. I don't. I want to stay independent. I want to sell my music on my own terms. I want to create based on my own terms. And if people out there want to sit there and call me a failed fucking rapper or a failed fucking producer, I just got a direct deposit from my money, from my music, from my creation. So don't let these stupid people who are so confused, they watch these little TV shows on VH1, they think they know a little background about the music business. They don't. Look at every single artist. Look at, I'm officially unsigned, happy face, clap, clap, clap. Why the hell would you want to be signed if everyone's trying to get out of deals? Not me. That would not be me. So, big ups to Iggy Azalea. I mean, I hope it's a good move on her part. I mean, she has a lot of competition. Someone else who I like is unsigned is that girl Cupcake. She's an independent artist. There's a lot of female rappers who are independent that are doing pretty well for themselves, like Little Debbie. If you remember, she was a white girl mob with Krayshawn and all of them. They're doing pretty well for themselves. They don't want to sell out. I don't. You ain't going to pump my lips up and put me in through all this plastic surgery because you want me to look a certain way. So you guys have to be kind of mindful of that. And last but not least, there was this application I came across, and I want you guys to tell me what you think about it. You guys can message me, DM, hop right in. There is this new application called Vest, and this damn guy that keeps going around in circles out here, he must have gotten a new car. But anywho, apparently, you know how they have this cryptocurrency like Bitcoin and all this other shit? They're trying to create a market where you are bidding, like you are using your money to invest in other people's music. Okay, that you guys got to hear me out, because this kind of blew my mind. And I got to do a little bit more research on it, but I just wanted to drop a bug in y'all ear because I want you guys to know this is what is coming. The first music rights marketplace. Acquire royalty rights in the songs and recordings you love and participate in the revenue they generate. So I'm gonna read this slowly because I had to read this like 8 times and I'm just still shaking my head like I don't agree with it, but should I? It says Vest is the first mobile app where music fans can acquire rights in their favorite songs and recordings. We exist to improve music industry by providing artists, songwriters, producers with funding sourced directly from their fans. So basically you have fans that are going to be investing money in exchange. Fans get the right, let me just say this slowly. In exchange, fans get the right to receive royalties earned by their favorite songs and recordings. So basically, I had to read that like, I said, wait a minute. It's a blockchain technology. And basically, if there is a song out and the song is doing pretty well on the charts, so it kind of comes up like almost like the stock exchange graph. And what happens is that if you invest $10 or $100 into that song, whatever money that song makes, if it blows up because a lot of people are investing in it, you get money out of that. It's a digital marketplace for artists and songwriters to offer a percentage of their royalties to fans and brands for royalty-based financing through initial song offerings. So that's kind of strange to me. So you're basically saying that whatever song that I wrote, produced, engineered, mixed, and mastered on my own, because a couple of thousands of my fans choose to invest their money into my songs, I gotta split those royalty costs with them? Just buy the fucking album. I mean, am I wrong? I mean, you get my music, you get the album. Why do I have to, because you invested in my song, play the songs? And you know, I think that this is another, you know, plot to take more money out of the independent artist's mouth. So you guys got to read up on it. I was very intrigued by it. I was reading, I was like, wait a minute, I'm not reading this right. See, Vest collects the royalties on behalf of fans from performing rights, organizations, publishers, and record labels. So you have this company that's collecting your royalties and splitting it amongst your fans because they invested in your song. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but I was turned all the way hell. Like, I was like, what the hell is it? Why would someone want to do this? And I actually have the app on my phone. I was just looking around, peeking around. These people invested, I think their goal is $25,000 for Nas's I Know I Can, or I forgot what song it was that he did. And you have like 50 people that invested money in his song. It's an old song. Why would you want to invest in that? I mean, I'm lost. But you guys can look into that. Last but not least, Tekashi 6ix9ine. I had to talk about this for a brief moment. This just goes to show you that once again, you have these rappers who create a buzz, they get a little bit of money, they tattoo their face, they act belligerent, they act crazy, they act disrespectful, they do gang activity shit, and then they get locked up on some Rico shit, and then it's he did it, she did it, they did it, I had nothing to do with it, and I'm just a person that's pretending to live this life because, you know, I am a rapper. But here's the thing. When you Google Tekashi 6ix9ine and you look at his information as to who he is, the first thing they put down is that he is an internet personality. If you're a recording artist, MC, whatever, they're going to put that first. They have Tekashi 6ix9ine down as an internet personality. So it's a shame. You know, I feel bad for the brother, but it was bound to happen. And it was either jail or death. And they got him. So I think we're in the times where, as artists, you know, you gotta stop acting the part and stop looking foolish, and you know, it's ridiculous. And here's my prediction about this whole thing. What's gonna happen is that he's gonna get killed. I don't like to be negative, but they have him. TMZ, I swear to God, is the devil. TMZ is the devil. I don't care what nobody says. I feel like they create false headlines so that they can get, you know, particular artists that don't want to stay in line or in check. They get them in trouble. And they put out shit like this, used for witnesses who cut deals. And we all know this is Harvey Levin. This man is used to be an attorney. He knows what corners he can cut as a where the law begins and ends. This right here, mark my words, this is a death sentence when they said that. Used for witnesses who cut deals. 11/22/2018. I promise you, they marked him for death by putting that. And I'm not a Tekashi fan. I don't like him like that, but I'm saying this right here, it stood out to me. So, you know, I hope everything works out, but, you know. So, that was my spiel about the week recap of information and things that I have been reading up on. So now, we're going to get into my exclusive. We spoke about him earlier. G Taylor, he's actually in the house. He is my Minx Radio exclusive for this Black Friday. And he actually dropped Biggin' Up last night on YouTube. And we were so excited when, you know, we were talking and he says, oh my God, it just dropped. I said, well, no, wait till Friday. So I'm going to do this world premiere. I want you guys to take a look at it while I wet my whistle. And I'm going to actually take a look at that. And what I'll do is I will give you guys the information as to where you guys can actually purchase the record and, you know, follow his social media. So just give me 1 second. Let me get this video up for you guys. I got like 5 things running at the same time. Okay, here we go. All right, so we're gonna run it here. Why is this clicking like that? Okay.
Yeah, it's G Taylor.
What's his name?
Lynchburg, yeah. Soviet, yeah. You see I'm bigging up. I'm bigging up, I'm jigging up. Yeah, cocaine, dopamine, nigga, just watch me. I'm bigging up. I'm bigging up, I'm jigging up. Yeah, cocaine, dopamine, nigga, just watch me. You see him high as hell, racks on me, bitch, put your racks on me. Bet it all, bet your fucking life. Put your racks on me, at the mall, at the stoplight. Got a sack on me, quarter P, and watch your knees. Give me fries with cheese, R.I.P. Dead Lynchburg niggas chasing fries with cheese. Jealousy, and a lot of hoes, they own breed. Pussy niggas rolling groups of 3. Got 3 clips on me, I'ma eat clips to see. Got a chip on me, nigga don't chip your teeth. See what's chip coming, all in the fucking sheets. Play on Ford at the park at them Boonesboro back to sheets. Plays every week, I'm losing week but gaining chips. I can't get back old grit, I stay on some young shit. You see I'm bigging up, I'm bigging up, I'm jugging up. Yes, cocaine, dopamine, nigga, just watch me. I'm bigging up, I'm bigging up, I'm jugging up. Yes, cocaine, dopamine, nigga, just watch me. I'm bigging up, I'm bigging up, I'm jugging up. Yes, cocaine, dopamine, nigga, just watch me. I'm bigging up, I'm bigging up, I'm jugging up. Yes, cocaine, nigga, just watch me. Lynchburg trigger, ain't nobody done it bigger. Ain't no bigger niggas, ain't no niggas realer. Sent niggas to church, but ain't nobody healer. Shut the fuck up, nigga, I'm that nigga. Giving po niggas money, white rich men scripture. Pistol whip you in the head and then I strip ya. Leave it to the safe before you meet a killer. Splice up the samples, killer, hold J Dilla. Block talk, let's pot talk, killer nigga. If he talk, silence, walk, death row. Earth the kid, shipping shit. Black history, I'm a mystery. 50 deals and Jay-Z's, niggas, but not Z's. Yeah, you see I'm bigging up, I'm bigging up, I'm jugging up. Yes, cocaine, dopamine, nigga, just watch me. I'm bigging up, I'm bigging up, I'm jugging up. Yes, cocaine, dopamine, nigga, just watch me. Yeah. Soviet, yeah, you see I'm bigging up, I'm bigging up, I'm jugging up. Yes, cocaine, dopamine, nigga, just watch me. I'm bigging up, I'm bigging up, I'm jugging up. Yes, cocaine, dopamine, nigga, just watch me.
Bitch G Taylor.
What you think, bitch?
Oh my god, that was actually very dope. Yeah. Hold on. Down, down. Yeah, this is actually a beat I did. But again, like I said, I try to use this platform to push artists to know that there's people out here that's not, we're not out here trying to make you get broke. We're here to showcase and make sure that hold on, I'm just trying to bring something up. Oh, here we go. We're just here to try to showcase and get your song out there, because I'm gonna tell you this right now, there's so many plans that I have. I know I was politicking on Facebook the other day. I was like, I want to do a cipher. So now we're planning a cipher in New York, a big one, hosted by Minx Show. So hold on, let me find his artist profile. See, that's the other thing. I do artist profiles on here. So as you see, Biggin' Up is on the website. Every video that is featured on the Minx Show goes here. So we got a couple of good ones. I'm looking to fill up this producer slot. So if you are a producer and you have a little, profile, you have a little footprint on, I will, I can add you. I can definitely add you. So he is one of our featured artists. Hold on. We have so many. Wait, I think, oh yeah, here we go. So he's actually, we put a profile up here for him where you guys can go and check that out if you want to purchase his music. Everything is clickable. So you can click on where it says Biggin' Up and purchase a single on Apple, iTunes. You know what I mean? And, support. Just support. All right. So that's very important, guys. You guys gotta start supporting your fellow artists. You can run out here and you can go and buy a Beyonce album. You could support people that don't support you. but we out here helping and, you know, trying to get people heard, especially if you're from out of town. You know, I'm probably going to be like your only New York connect right now, because I did research. There is no Bronx podcast that's doing what I do. Okay, there's nobody. All right, so you can check that out. And he also has his March project. You know, I also featured that on there too, Acres of Diamonds. I actually took a liberty of listening to it. Very, you know, whenever I find that there's an artist that makes beats, I'm like, yo, we got something in common, bruh. So that was really good. Last but not least, what did I want to do? If you are an artist and you live in the New York area and you are New York plug, yep. I have to be the plug for New York artists. I mean, for artists that are outside of New York, don't be afraid to come to me. Don't be afraid to say, hey, Minx, you know, I'm trying to get some New York fans, and I am on 13 different platforms. When I get off of, you know, tonight, I'm going to tell you what platforms I'm on. I'm on YouNow. I'm on Periscope. I am on Facebook. I am on not Live Me tonight because I didn't get my wires in time, and you know, I wanted people to actually see the video, so they're gonna have to watch the replay. So that's already 4. This is being recorded for audio for my Apple podcast, and that's like 9 different platforms you can listen to the Minx Show on. This episode will be on there. I also pay for additional promotion, my own pocket. You know, I pay for everything. So I make sure, you know, when I charge an artist or I ask them, you know, just to donate a little something just to get their project going. Because if I promote the episode, you're also promoting yourself. So everyone that submits music, we didn't get that many submissions today. And you know what's sad about it? It's Black Friday. So I think people were probably broke. I think a lot of people spent a lot of money. I have been putting together different packages for everybody, just so that they can be able to promote themselves on the website. So I will definitely have that package ready for you guys in about a week's time, because I'm trying to be fair with prices, because again, like I said, every other radio show, podcast, whatever, they promote the show and that artist that day. Once you pay $65, $100, whatever, it's just for that episode. And because they have to clean their servers or whatever the case may be, they delete it. So you just paid $65 to be hyped up for an hour. I don't do that. I actually keep up to date with every artist that submits music. You know, if they have anything new, I put it in for the stream. That's what I do. So this is never ending, you know. So this also goes on Facebook, and I'm a part of a lot of groups, and I moderate 3. And those equal 128,000 followers. So if you work with me, guys, you can notice a decent, you know, change. My New York connect here is really nice, so you'll be very, you'll feel at home. So again, last but not least, if you are a New York artist and you are looking for someone to shoot your music video, again, you guys got to link up with K.O. Kane. This was a very good webisode that I saw that he sent to me. I didn't see it at the time, but there's not a lot of people out there that are doing backgrounds of themselves. And when I say backgrounds, my mother always told me, you know, she said that if you're really trying to be in the spotlight and you have skeletons in your closet, you really have to get those skeletons out before those people that are your friends or family that are, you know, money hungry or just waiting for you to break, they will be that sources say. So if you have a dark past or something embarrassing, or, you know, you just have a story to tell, you got to put something together. Put your story out there before other people put it out there. And then you're going to spend your whole career trying to clean up the bullshit that's been said about you. It's very important, guys. So this was a nice little spotlight. KO Kane, again, I'm going to feature this on the website so you guys could take a look, you know, take what he says and just reflect on your own life. Like, damn, I should tell people, you know, yeah, I got locked up back then, and you know, yeah, I was a bad seed, and people will respect you more because you're relatable. I'm not saying everybody got locked up, but you know, most of us had a wild past. So definitely look into that. Really great episode. And he's a video director. He shot videos for my cousin. You know, we're actually talking about, I'm actually stuck between 5 different video guys that are going to shoot my first video. So he's in the running. He's like in the running in that little circle of like engineers of that do video and stuff. So reach out to him. He's really good. Before he leaves New York, I just saw that he took a job and he may not be in New York very long. So you want to lock in those dates, get some footage done, contact me. You know, we'll work something out. Don't worry. All right. So that's my podcast for today. Oh, that must have hurt. That's my podcast for today. I did this beat for a Christian artist. Actually, I'm going to play it real quick.
Mix me on the track line.
So yeah, I would definitely say this is my first time actually using a sound kit like this, but I was like, oh, you a Christian rapper? Okay. All right, I'm gonna try something. This is what I came up with. I'm not gonna lie, I was watching a lot of Twilight that day. But anyway, the show has been recorded. I'm gonna be throwing it up on YouTube. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you, G Taylor, for, you know, definitely rocking out with us. And I bet you he was like, damn, this girl said 10. She said 10, 15. I made it. I'm here. So I'm very happy. Again, shout outs to G Taylor. You really made this night a whole lot better, because I was freaking out. I said, nobody submitted anything, but I made it work. We made it work. So again, everyone, check out Biggin' Up, and I'm gonna be signing out. Make sure you share this. Take a look at it. If you have friends that would have caught the show and they missed it, let them know. It's gonna be up on Anchor and Apple, and all these other spots that I put. 13 different platforms I got to keep up with. I guess that's why I had to go pink, because my grades were too much. But again, thank you for tuning in, and you guys have a beautiful night.